You might recall GWM bringing 3 stock vehicles up Beer Clock Hill recently, and many might ask, where are those cars now? Well, we're at the GWM stand today at National 4x4, where GWM Australia has brought the 3 cars that went up Beer Clock Hill and put them on display. Now, we've got a lot of questions asking about the condition of the cars. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick walk around the Cannon Alpha. At the front corner here, there's a little bit of a scratch. So that bit of the car going up the hill, you guys probably saw, just it getting knocked around by the rocks. So both the front bumpers have been scuffed up pretty well. And when we look at the wheels too, some of the wheels have taken definitely a bit of a beating. Now, there has been some people who accuse the cars of not being standard, but those are all standard control arms, standard suspension, low control arms, CVs, everything is standard, including this bash plate. But before we look underneath any further, let's have another look. Let's continue looking on the outside. Given the long wheelbase, as expected, the side step here definitely took a bit of a beating, including some of these mounting points seems to have taken quite a hit. Let's have a look at the wheel here again. There's a little bit of a nip there. Scratches as expected. You know, it is a very, very rocky hillside. A bit more scratches along the side where when it touched the wall. There's probably a bit of scratch under there too. Side steps, little bit as well. Now, a lot of questions have been asked about the battery. Now, you tell me if there's an issue with the battery here. Keep in mind, the ground clearance of this is about 420 mil, which is quite a lot more than the battery pack in the BYD Shark. So people who think, oh, the battery in a bad place, blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, nah. Let's have a look underneath on this side. It's pretty good under here. There's a little bit of a damage on the resonator there, but nothing serious at all. Alright, let's take a closer look at the bash plate. It's definitely taken a few hits, but that's what the bash plate is for, to protect the engine, the sump, everything else under it. And actually, before we move on, the bash plate goes all the way to the gearbox there. Okay, and you can see that orange cable being protected by the other plate. Transfer case. This really beefy transfer case beam. You know, for a stock car that hasn't got a lift or anything, just tires, to have so little damage is just incredible. Next, let's have a look at the Tank 300. The display here has got some bushes and whatnot in the front, so it's a bit harder to see. Once again, all stock suspension, stock components. And let's have a look under. With the shorter wheelbase, it definitely looks like there are even less damages compared to the Cannon Alpha. There's been a bit of a touch there. Even the side steps have barely had any damage. The rear bumper is fine. Bit of scuffing here. Bit of scuffing here. Cool. The wheel definitely touched some of the rocks a bit. Once again, little bit of marking on the side step. The fuel tank, the cross beam, pretty damn good in my opinion. And finally, let's have a look at the Cannon XSR. Starting from the back, the metal bar work. The metal bumper definitely helped. The side step there is definitely bent. The metal bars. See these scratches? Being metal from the factory, I mean, that's pretty good. The side step here definitely took a beating. In fact, I think this side is way worse than the other one, yeah. So you can see the brackets underneath have really been smashed. Factory bash plate looks pretty good. You can see, you know, a bit of damage on the lower control arm there. But once again, imagine this being on a bit of a lift. Just keep in mind, GWM has done this basically with stock vehicles to demonstrate how strong the vehicle is in stock form. So that way, you know, people are gonna say, otherwise people are gonna say, oh, it was the accessories, it was a modification that made them up. No, just tires, otherwise stock from the factory. The bash plate goes all the way to the cross beam there, covering the transfer case. I'm not sure if you guys can see the transfer case on the inside as well. Oh, even the bigger tires fitted down here as a spare. You can see right at the bottom of the diff, it's been bottomed out, but there are some scratches and whatnot there. But you know, otherwise pretty good. Right at the middle, hopefully you guys can see, but right at the middle of the fuel tank, it's definitely touched a few times, but no puncture, no leaking. Pretty cool. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. With GWM, go with more.